overworked myself for a long time just trying to do it all. At the end of the day, I don't want to be half a mom to my children and only give them like the crumbs that are left of me. If chasing my dream isn't being a positive influence to show them what you can achieve, but rather showing them like a tired, burnt out mom, then it's not worth it.
We nurture that in front of our kids so they can see motherhood is not just about exhaustion. It is okay.
Absolutely.
To love yourself enough, follow your dreams, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But it's going to feel so good.
The hard is hard, but the good is so good. Worth every ounce of hard.
Foreground?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And then the kid or the background? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to sound cool. Okay. I got to impress Nina Sinclair. Come on.
I can't make multiple dishes without burning one.
Oh my gosh. You are my people.
We can hate cooking together.
Yeah, we can hate cooking together and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. When we think of modern motherhood, because you are carrying so much of a load, career-wise, and the desire to be a connected mom, how do you have room to be Betty Crocker? Like, how do you
sacrifices.
Choose your battles. And I'm glad you chose yours. We can just burn our food together.
I need my sass back.
If you're doing it all from meltdown to task and still fighting to keep up that sass, friend, I've got you. Hey, I'm Deb, host of Sass Small Talk, The Mental Load of Parenthood, Season 2. As a mom of two smallies, navigating life with a neurodivergent family and my own neurospicy brain, caregiving for aging parents, and trying to hold it all together, with grace, I know what it means to carry the mental, emotional, and invisible load of parenting. But here's the thing, we weren't meant to do this alone. This season, we're exploring the many faces of parenthood, from single parents to co-parents, blended families to chosen families, and everything in between, right here in our beautiful city of Victoria, BC, and beyond. They're sharing real stories of overwhelm, grief, imposter syndrome, breaking generational cycles with the resilience it takes to keep showing up. Real parents, real families, real stories, because it takes a village to raise a child and a community to raise their parent.
Darling.
I need my sass back.
Do I look like I'm flying? No.
Welcome to Sass and Small Talk, the mental load of parenthood. I'm your host, Deb Bellino, and I'm ready to unpack the reality behind modern motherhood, raising a family while building a creative business. Today's guest is Nina Sinclair, a multi-award-winning, internationally published photographer, educator, and visionary. From high fashion to branding to capturing intimate milestone moments, her lens finds the beauty in connection, emotion, and the human experience. Nina has built a thriving business while nurturing her family, showing us how creativity and motherhood can coexist. She's known for creating magical experiences in her studio and out in nature where her love for photography first bloomed, capturing families and stories against the breathtaking landscapes of British Columbia. Her story has come full circle, from taping Vogue covers to her teenage bedroom walls to now being featured in British Vogue under her rebrand of Ocean and Earth Photography. As a loving mother and partner, a loyal friend, a philanthropist, and a creative powerhouse, Nina brings the same nurturing heart she pours into her work back into her home. She runs her studio with creativity, intention, and a deep reverence for nature, and she parents with that same spirit. Today, she steps out from behind the lens to share her personal journey, offering us a glimpse beyond the snapshot, into the mental load, the invisible weight, and the bold steps it takes to run both a family and a business, and the joy and love that fuel it all. This is Nina.
Talk about an intro. Wow.
This is all you, my friend. Holy cow. As I read this, I'm thinking, is this a real person in front of me? You are just...
You made me sound so nice.
You are so nice. She is exactly the real deal, this woman. And so humble. I can't believe you don't realize the just amazing talent that you are. I mean, I know you know, you have to know, but it's just incredible.
You're the sweetest soul.
I'm just thrilled to have you here. And I gotta say, it was really hard to get in touch with one another, and I'm so glad we finally...
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm honored to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. You likely have about 300 emails just waiting for you at home. Most of them from me.
Thank God for Sarah.
Thank goodness for Sarah. Thank goodness for Sarah. So we should just get started and get to know this wonderful woman. I always start with my favorite question.
Okay.
Who sits at your table?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like there's two parts to that question, because There's the business side, and then there's the motherhood village side. And when it comes to the business side, it's Sarah, as I mentioned before. She's
her.
my saving grace. She is my type A to my type B personality.
Ah, perfect.
She keeps everything going, and she keeps all my spreadsheets and all the emails, and she's amazing. And then we have a social media girl, Taylor, and then we've got a good team of second shooters, and they are like my table when it comes to the business.
Oh, I love that. I love that you place them at your table. That's how important their role is. It's beyond just, a paycheck or a role. It's essential to your life, right?
Yeah. Well, any great business, has everybody who really shines in their zone of genius. And I realized a long time ago that I can't do it all. And trying to do it all, I'm just spreading myself too thin. And then I can't focus on what I love, which is the art of it, right?
The art of it.
Yeah.
And now we're going to talk about that personal table.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's there?
So I've got some incredible friends who show up for me and the girls. My best friend, Beck, she's my daughter's godmom, and she's amazing. And then I've got a couple really good friends, Rowena and Nikki, and a few good gals. You got to chat with Rose, so you got to see how amazing she is.
You're going to meet her. We're
excited. She's awesome.
Oh,
my hubby, who we both are very lucky to work jobs that we love. So we kind of balance that together. Mom-in-law, and my mom's far, but I know that she wishes she could be here a little bit more. But when she can, she's here too.
So you've got the mama figure there as well, grandma there, and then you have the two girls.
Yeah.
So you have a full table.
I do. I'm very lucky.
I love that you know that you can lean on the aunties, the besties.
Yes.
And
you
make it personal. You make it intimate.
Aww.
It's really important.
We have each other's backs for sure.
I love that.
Yeah, community. It takes a village to raise a kid. And
it really does.
We used to try to do it all, and you can't be everything all at the same time. And they need those pillars of incredible women.
100%. And I love it. You've always been I've been following you. Okay, just side note. I just met this amazing woman for the first time in person. We've been interacting online, and we kind of have the same kind of circle. We kind of seeing some people that we know, especially Rowena, And
oh my gosh, I was.
That was
coincidence.
That was a coincidence.
Oh, she's just a gem.
Yeah, that was a coincidence. When I found out you were friends, of course, that was on a post. I'm like, what? Do you know Nina? This is amazing.
I saw her at school, and she's like, guess who I met?
Oh, I love it. So I love how it just we can see. This is what I love about Victoria. Yeah, is that it's small and it's big. We get big city vibe, but we also have this, this cozy corner of like moms just like loving on each other. And what I love about you is when I see. Well, so I just met you today in person, and when I hugged you, I actually said these words. It's crazy. I said, "You feel like home."
Aww.
Where'd that come from? I mean,
you
smell good. You feel it's like a nice cozy little thing. I'm like, I just have this little cozy part in your neck.
Aww.
And it's so nice to be able to just empower women in general. Considering where you're at in your life, you empower other women, you champion other women. I'm very blessed and honored to have you here. So thank you.
Well, so do you. You're definitely the same. Every time I see you like cheering people on, you do it with your whole heart. So,
thank you. Well, I have a lot to learn from all of you. I really do. And I have always been, we're calling the show How to Love on Each Other because I'm just feeling the love here. The biggest part of motherhood balance, but mostly being able to live this fulfilling life of creativity that you chose. And we're going to dig into that because this is crazy what you have done. That intro was no joke.
Aww.
I mean, I had to cut it down.
That
was cut down because you have so much going on, but you could never have done that without the tools and the people, the community, the people you trust.
Absolutely.
So
and when I did try to do it all, it was just a fast pass to burnout. Like it just
so you have experienced burnout.
Oh, absolutely, many times. Yeah,
I thrown you in my first season. Why didn't I do that? I meant to. I actually originally was going to have you.
But this was perfect. I feel like this was meant to be on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. And plus, you matched my set.
Aw.
So this is really important. We got to get you on here. All right, we're getting off topic because guess what? Newsflash, we're both ADHD. Can I just say this?
A little spicy, absolutely.
A little spicy going on here. That's also an element to consider. So creative, neurospicy brain. And I can absolutely tell because based on the inspiration behind, if you go to her website, you really go back to the roots of why you do what you do. And you talk about your beautiful family, your girls, and your love for nature. There's such a specific inspiration that you have that helped you build your business. So it's really important for you to marry the two.
Yeah. My original name was named after my mom and my grandma because they raised me. So, yeah.
Lily and photography.
Yeah.
And then we went into the fact that you love the ocean, you love the earth.
Yeah. The
love that.
second name was for, I loved Lillian photography. Like, it's very special to my heart. And
Yeah.
I started it when I was 18. And obviously, like, my mom and my grandma are, like, so special to me. And
Oh,
like I said, they raised me. So it was, like, to honor them. But then I had 2 daughters. And I wanted something that just, like, encompassed
all of it.
everybody, like all the women in my life, small and big, that were like really, really important to me. And then it also kind of had just like a touch of my heart in there too. So
I love that.
yeah.
And that's why I could tell you love what you do.
Aww.
You really do. And I just,
I'm lucky.
so glad. But it's not easy.
No.
There's no way.
It's not.
There's no way. We could barely get ourselves connected.
Yeah. The schedule is a crazy one for sure.
For both of us. And
Yeah,
so there has
absolutely.
to be a way that you handle all of this, and that's what we're going to dig into.
Mhm.
But let's start off with how you mother and parent at home. Like, do you have kind of a certain way that you have chosen to parent with the tools that you're given, with the time that you're given? How do you approach parenthood?
That's a hard one to sum up, but I think if I were to like try to pick a word, I would say connected.
Okay.
Be the best way that I could like really sum it up.
Active parenting, is that?
Just for us, the most important thing is emotional connection and just space to be them. We actually had the gift of discovering that we were neurospicy through my daughter.
Okay, so her first.
Yeah. And through her discovering her neurodivergence, we actually got to discover that we were also spicy too. So at 32. And after that, it really allowed us to create a home that was very like sensory friendly and just allowed us to give ourselves grace and let go of the masking and for her, but also for us. You're constantly learning as a parent, right? Like it never ends. And becoming a mom has created more growth in me than anything ever could. But they help you discover yourself too on another level. And I think
there are teachers, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The basis of that really helped kind of center everything around like creating a home that was very nervous system
friendly.
Yeah, and peaceful, you know? Like, yeah.
That's a new concept for me. The idea of calming your nervous system. I never really understood that until I experienced the ultimate burnout.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that can just be fixed. It's something that has to be nurtured over time and finding the right tools that work for your body.
Yeah.
So you find that centeredness. So you found that the way to
I mean,
peace?
it's a constant, right? But
evolving.
For us though, like our home is very happy and peaceful and just like it feels like a space where the kids and us can just unravel in the best way. So, yeah.
So if you were to take a snapshot of what your family life is, why am I envisioning? And it kind of works with your aesthetic too. It totally works with that. I'm picturing the sunset in the foreground.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And then the kid or the background. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to sound cool. Okay. I got to impress Nina Sinclair. Come on. But I could picture the kids running towards you, not away from you.
Oh my gosh.
And I haven't seen them because you protect them quite well, and I love that.
Yeah, we try to keep them offline.
But I have a feeling we'll be besties. I'm gonna be joining that table.
Yeah,
that's my
good for coffee. That's for sure.
Because I feel like there's a similarity with your girls. I just feel like I'm envisioning that this is the artist in me. I have to actually picture things.
I love that.
And so that the understanding that this is how our brains work, this is how we feel peace, this is how we can connect. And you literally disconnect from the world when you do this. I'm just imagining that, right?
Yeah, I definitely try. I mean, it's kind of hard, the balance between business and stuff, like especially in this day and age, half of our business is on our phone. So it's hard to like kind of put it down and be present. Yes. But I do try to make a conscious effort when I can. And our kids are pretty cool. So like we like to hang out with them.
We like to hang out with them. I love it. That's where the connection takes place.
Absolutely.
I love that too. And one would not assume this because you don't showcase, right? No, I'm not saying people who put I put my kids on there, and you actually take photos of families.
Yeah.
And you can tell you love kids, right?
Yeah.
So it's not about showcasing in a negative way, but you have made a conscious decision to separate separate your account
just give them privacy.
Give them the privacy.
Totally.
And so one would assume because you don't display it, that maybe it's not as connected. But it is, and you can see that the light shines in your eyes when you talk about them. It's a beautiful thing. I wish I could take a picture, but I can't take a picture of Nina Sinclair like that. Would just be embarrassing. What am I talking about?
You do a great job.
You can just take a selfie. So how do you establish these boundaries? Okay, so we're crossing over from work and play, work and family, and you're not just coming from an outside place, 9 to 5.
Yeah,
you're not, or are you? Did you make time restrictions for yourself, any boundaries? How do you make it work so that home doesn't cross over or does it? Or not home, but business crossing over into your home.
Yeah, into personal life. Yeah. I mean, I've tried it all. Like I am as neurospicy as they come. Like my brain is ADHD to the full. So I've tried everything from time blocking to setting hours, but I've really realized that when it comes to my brain, I sometimes just have to flow. When the creative spark hits, then I have to run with it. When I have the energy and the ability to focus, and I have to kind of use that when it comes. Yep. I do find like after I drop the girls off at school, that morning time, my brain seems to be the best.
Oh, good. Okay, you found that sweet spot for yourself.
Yeah, it used to be a night owl thing before I had kids, but then I quickly realized that I can't do that anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, I'm very interested to know, when do you shut the lights off? Do you have boundaries for yourself? Okay, I'm gonna
and I had to learn the hard way. Like that whole talk about nervous system burnout was a far too familiar friend for a long time. I used to like stay up till 2, 3 in the morning and edit after I did the mom thing for the whole day. And then I would stay up late and then I'd wake up again at like 6 or 7 a.m. and, do it all over again. And then my body just finally was like, enough is enough. And half my face went paralyzed 3 times. And that was like the major burnout where I was like, okay, I have to.
Are you kidding me?
No, yeah. It was too much. My whole body just like shut down. Yeah. It was crazy.
I am reacting this way because I have abused my sleep and my body a lot too. Because one thing that people may not understand with photography and video making and creating content and all that stuff, editing takes so much time.
So much time. And the screen does damage.
It does damage too. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that you experience but in a way it was a blessing because it was kind of like, okay, this is a reality check.
I had to learn it was like a lesson that I had to learn the hard way. I was like,
sorry.
It's okay. I mean, that's part of life, right? I mean, that's how we learn. I mean, I was stubborn. I overworked myself for a long time just trying to do it all. And then the ego takes a back burner and you're like, oh, I'm not supposed to do it all. I was never supposed to be everything all at once.
Is that when the village kind of popped up? I have to start asking for help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a good lesson. It was one of those things where it's inevitable. Like you have to learn to grow, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that you immediately responded to that for the sake of yourself and your daughters and for your business too. You love what you do, so you want to be here for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you made the conscious, I got to rest so I can be the best person I can be.
Yeah.
Easy concept, right? But it's not easy for some of us creatives.
It's true, but I don't want to be, at the end of the day, I don't want to be half a mom to my children, right? I don't want to be like a shell and only give them like the crumbs that are left of me. Not that I would ever want to choose, but it'll always be my priority over everything. If chasing my dream isn't being a positive influence to show them what you can achieve, but rather showing them like a tired, burnt out mom, then it's not worth it.
Yeah. Did you ever get to a point where you felt like you were half a shell of yourself? And was that time when you're talking about burnout?
Yeah. A lot of businesses during COVID experienced some pretty intense. I woke up one day and lost like 2 whole years worth of weddings because I specialize in weddings and hit the ground running. And then I was like, oh, wow, I can only do so much. We survived, but.
How did you pivot? For your business, for the money, what were you able to do? You have so much skill, but you had to stop the actual photo taking, or what did you do?
I think like the best thing that I've ever learned in business is to be fluid. I specialized solely in weddings during that time. I just pivoted to families and that's when I started to open the doors to other sessions, not just weddings. And it honestly was, again, another beautiful silver lining because it all fills my cup in different ways.
That's so funny you said that because with your family photos, I've seen your work in Instagram. I actually thought this is what you do. I didn't even know that the weddings, because I came across your account around the pandemic time. That's when my scrolling increased.
Absolutely.
So you must have just felt so fulfilled because it's kind of marrying your life like to your art.
Yeah,
and your love for kids.
It was a really good addition. It was something that I didn't know that I needed to explore more. I mean, I love shooting weddings. I'm a hopeless romantic. I love love. But when it comes to families, like that whole sensory dynamic really came into play with shooting families, and it allowed me to create like a space for families to unravel and create like a sensory aware environment for kids, that there was no like pressure, that we could just like play and create natural connection, and also a space for other parents who are like spicy families who felt, seen and heard, and their kids could just be them. So it was really rewarding. Yeah.
It's so inclusive to have a service as simple as what I mean by simple is like as basic as the need for photography. Like everybody wants
absolutely.
photos.
Yeah,
But
memories.
how often will you find a photographer who has this passion for making a safe space for families and kids,
Aw.
especially neurospicy? I have a daughter who struggles,
Yeah.
and I spent years and years, we would cut opportunities out like photo sessions and stuff.
Yeah.
But to know like that just gets me in a place here
Aw.
that you are prioritizing,
Yeah.
making accommodations for
Ooh,
families.
you're gonna make me cry. No, but it's true,
Yeah.
right? Because like I feel like as parents, like all we want is for our kids to feel seen and heard, and to like take the pressure off, right?
Yeah.
Like for them to just be able to be themselves.
Yeah.
And not
100%.
have to worry about them masking or performing or like feeling dysregulated because they feel pressure, right? So like, and we want those memories too, and we want them to be genuine. We want them to be them, and in order for them to show up wholeheartedly as themselves, they have to feel,
Safe.
safe, yeah, and welcomed and invited, and no pressure, right?
So this is how you run your family and your business. Like
Yeah.
this idea of like just let them be free. Would you consider yourself kind of a free range parent? I know we're connected. Free range in the sense it's child led. Do you let them
Yeah, I would say definitely like the gentle parenting.
gentle parenting
That's
and
us, for sure. And
Yeah.
very nervous system forward. My husband's a firefighter too. So like we had to be nervous system aware with like his
Yeah.
career as well. And
totally?
it just all kind of goes hand in hand, right?
It does.
Yeah.
And then that's really wonderful. You married a hero too. Come on, we got a hero here too. I love it. So then now you also have the idea of play. I think playing with them is also really important for you as well. Like you connect in that way.
Yeah, I mean, we always wish we could play more. I have two dreams. The one dream of me for motherhood would be homeschool and have a homestead, grow our own garden, fresh food, and just play with my kids in the forest and by the ocean all day. Like that's the goal, right?
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense because you do love nature. We had
the crunchy side.
The crunchy. There's a word for that too. And I know it's not about the labels, but it is.
Totally,
It's kind of like certain communities, right? That could really resonate. And it's funny how you see that as the dream. I see that as an unreachable entity.
Seems that way, totally.
Yeah, like I don't
Even
know
for
how
me,
to.
totally.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I could balance that lifestyle and the professional. I don't know about you, but in your spicy brain is dive all in, go hard or go home. So it's like
You would focus. You would set that farm up, or you'd set it up, and then someone would call, and you'd be like, "Well." I love that though, and I think that could actually very much happen because you really are in this path where you're nurturing both.
Oh, thank you.
Right? You're like really
That's
just
the goal, right? Try
that's
to
the
merge
goal.
the two realities, right? So
That's not easy to do, and
it's not.
I love that you're able to do this. And I think one of the things that really resonated with me was a quote. If you don't mind, can I read a quote? That it's something that really touched me. That ties your personal, and your family and your creative life together. And I always say, like, I was put on this earth to be these people's mom. Like we are meant to be. We are so right for each other. But at the same time, is there a way I can marry it with this thing that like I have to scratch this creative itch?
Yes.
I do. It's like in my brain.
Totally.
And how do I make it work together? When I read your quote, I'm like, oh, that's how you do it. So this is what I love. You said, I want, and I quote, I even have it in italicized.
It's a real quote.
Yeah, it's italicized. Okay.
Ooh.
I want to teach my daughters the sky is the limit.
Aww.
To chase their dreams and do what sets their souls on fire. Being a mother is by far the most important thing in my life. However, I want to show my daughters they can do anything.
Yeah.
The best way to inspire them is to show them firsthand just what they are capable of.
Oh, I knew you were going to make me cry.
Mm.
No, it's true though. I mean, like at the end of the day, I just want them to do the things that make them happy, right? So
Yeah.
if I can show them that, then that's a job well done for me.
100%. And you model it every single day.
Aw, you're so
You're
sweet.
modeling it every single day. And I have so much mom guilt because I'm on my computer and I'm doing
Oh,
this.
totally.
I'm
I do
preparing
too.
for this. So like to
Yeah.
give ourselves grace and say, actually, we're teaching them something.
Yeah, that's just it, right? It's
My-
not just nothing. It's they see the grind and
They
they
see the
it.
grind.
Yeah.
And then so they see the hard work, but then it's going
Absolutely.
towards something that's just so important.
Yeah,
to
and they see
you.
the passion behind it. If I could choose between having a 9 to 5 where I shut it off. I mean, both are great. And at the end of the day, we're all just trying to do our best. And if a 9 to 5 is what works for you, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Like good for you
Exactly.
for finding that, right? But
Yeah.
for me and like what I feel really hits home for us is my kids get to see the builds. They get to see the highs and the lows. They get to see like me be so excited and come home from a shoot buzzing and
I know that
you
buzz.
know,
Love that buzz.
right?
I'm going to be coming home buzzing tonight.
Yeah.
But they better be in bed.
They can see
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, let's see tomorrow with buzzing.
Yeah.
So they do see the reality of it.
They do. Yeah, they really do. And like they have come to shoots with me for like magazines and stuff like that. They were pretty little. The dream is, I mean, we got to see kiddo here help set up. And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
like
I
I
love
want that for my kids too, right?
Yeah, and that would be easy for you to do because you keep your office home.
Close to home.
Close to home.
Yeah. Our studio
that.
is on our property, so that's pretty nice. And then they can come kind of check it out. But
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
I also think it's just wonderful too because you're already homeschooling in a way too because you're showing them
Aw.
entrepreneurship, you're showing them balance, you're showing them and what is balance really? We all know
Yeah.
that there's no such a, especially with an ADHD
It's
brain.
a myth.
We don't know. It's a myth. It doesn't exist.
What is that? I don't know.
Somewhat of a balance. I think it's really important to be able to show our kids that there's more to life than these titles. Like, and those are
Totally.
wonderful, very important titles
Yes, absolutely.
that we grew up with. So I'm so curious.
Mhm.
Did you grow up having art as part of your repertoire all your life? Like as a child? Like did you
Yeah.
always Oh, okay. So you were exposed to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I mean, my grandma used to paint and she makes incredible quilts. She's so talented, really, really incredible. And then my mom is art in itself. It sounds so silly. I remember just like driving in the car and listening to her sing and just like she could create anything out of anything. Like we'd go and we used to have a dirt bike when we were kids. And so we'd go, yeah.
I like
We used to
that.
ride the dirt bike. And when
Yeah.
my brothers, when it was their turn,
Yeah.
she would bring like paper and a glue stick and that's it. And she would tell me, make a picture out of what you find. And so I'd have to get like little leaves and like sticks and things like that and glue them onto the paper. And she was just like really creative and keeping me, entertained. So yeah.
So it did start in your early years. It was
Yeah.
nurtured.
Yeah, I definitely inherited it from them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
So academia, your 9 to 5, so that wasn't something you explored at all. You just went straight into this world.
I started my business when I was 18, so I didn't really know anything other than that. Like, I mean, I waitressed for a while and I loved it. I really love interacting with people, but
Yeah, that's good client practice for sure.
oh, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as that goes, I've never really known anything but this because it's been so long. So yeah.
Well, I want to talk about this because I always like a good manifestation story. So I also loved. Can you tell I'm a stalker? I was just like Nina.
you
And
do your homework. That's
let's
not
call it that. Okay, yeah.
job.
Well, also in truth, it was the timing of trying to get in touch with you.
Totally.
Yeah. So, and you
Yeah.
did the most amazing thing, and I'm totally going to do this with my family. But you
Aw.
went to, was it California or Disneyland?
No, we went to Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah, Disney World.
Disney
yeah.
World.
Actually, it's funny
yeah.
you were mentioning the entrepreneur spirit. We had the girls host their first art show to raise money for like pocket money for Disney so that
No
they could like
way.
yeah, so that they could
That's so cute.
like learn how the process of how hard it is to make money and then make
Yeah.
their own money and then be able to like spend their own money. And they made like these little polymer clay figurines and they had people show up and like support their art and I'm not. And it was
Adorable.
it was so great because so many people showed up
Oh my
full
God.
force and just like celebrated
What?
them. It was really cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And they're so talented. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, some of the little things like little dragons and like moons with crystals and little pizzas. And I was like, this is crazy.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have no idea where.
I mean,
Yeah, like these kids,
they come about it honestly.
they're like, I have nothing to do with this. I love
It's all
that.
them.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. But that's again that modeling, right? It's like to
Aw.
see if you ever have moments, am I doing the right thing because I'm so busy and I'm this and that? And then I look at my kids, I'm like, they're absorbing, they're watching you. They're watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is more for me. I'm just taking it. I'm putting it in my pocket
Well,
because
same. Like the things that you were sharing, I'm
I
like,
wanna
girl,
learn.
You do a lot. Like
I want to learn. I want to learn to give myself grace and to be okay with wanting to be
Yeah.
an entrepreneur. There's times where you want to throw in the towel. I don't know about
Totally.
you. Do
It's a journey.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. There's
This too
there's moments
much.
where you're like, this is crazy. What am I doing?
Mm.
And then there are moments where you're like, I'm on top of the world. This is everything I've ever dreamed of. Like I remember sitting and being like, I wish to have a family one day. I wish to like be doing this full time. And yeah, it's the ups and downs of
ups and downs,
Yeah.
ebbs and flows.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But to be able to encapsulate it into that moment of them selling their stuff, now you have to tell me, did they value the money after that so much that when they went to Disney World, were they like, I'm not going to spend it. That was a lot. That took a lot of work for that, that little pizza I made.
How it was gonna go.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was a bit of both, actually.
that's
I was
funny.
pretty proud of them because they were very conscious. My one daughter, she loves dragons. Loves. She has a bearded dragon. She just like loves lizards and all the things.
You have to tell me what the bearded dragon's name is.
Tiger.
Tiger, the bearded dragon.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
He's pretty cool. I really
awesome.
like him.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, so I think she went in and out of that gift shop. I don't know how many times, just trying to decide if she was going to get this or that. And she really put a lot of thought into it. And then my other daughter, she ended up buying keychains for all of her friends as like her first things that she bought. So like they definitely did put a lot of thought and care into it.
They
They did also come home with suitcases full of stuffies.
Of course. Disney
Right?
World.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let them be kids. So,
Let 'em be kids.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny.
But at least it's like it was their money. Like, you know what I mean? That's too funny.
Me. I was like, we can't say no. Like, you guys earned this. And I was like, I want them to have that moment where it's like theirs, like not ours, but like they earned it. They get to spend it how they choose. We can't say no. That freedom and that independence, right?
There's so much learning. This is rich learning. This is like already homeschooling. What are you talking about? You want to homeschool?
We're just trying our best.
Oh, you're doing it, girl. You're doing it. Well, we just ended our homeschool journey, and
you're doing it.
I was so hung up on like, okay, now you're gonna sit down on a desk, and here's a table.
Well, that's what we're taught, right? That's what we think like education is, and then we start to like travel, and we realize that there's so many different rich forms of learning, just life, right?
Yeah. And I think those are the most powerful gifts that we can give our kids is opportunities to emulate the things that are important for us. I wish I had this kind of like my parents did the best they could.
For sure.
But they were really busy hustling at work and I couldn't see them and often, I mean, I'm not a full latchkey kid, but like I'm in the generation where we really had to raise ourselves a lot of times.
Totally.
And then when we're together, we spent it eating and being together with our relatives and cousins and stuff. So it was very family based, but I always thought this is how it looks like.
Yeah.
And then I have this mom guilt that I am not like, I don't love cooking. Let's just keep it
I
real.
hate it. I mean, let's be real. Like, again, we're talking about ADHD brains. I can't make multiple dishes without burning one.
Oh my gosh, that's what I do.
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
Yeah,
it's like either I'll have like the music playing and dancing and like really loving it and like chopping up all the fresh herbs and it's great, or I'm like, I despise this. I hate it so much.
What did I get myself into?
And usually it's the second.
I love that you are my people.
Yeah.
You're my
we can
people.
hate cooking together.
Yeah, we can hate cooking together and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think that's part of it. When we think of modern motherhood, it doesn't shock me that because you are carrying so much of a load career-wise and wanting, like actually having the desire to be a connected mom, how do you have room to be Betty Crocker? How do you have room
you
to
gotta
be like,
pick your sacrifices?
choose your battles. And I'm glad you chose yours. We can just burn our food together. It's all,
Right?
or you can order out.
Yeah, I mean, skip the dishes is not my friend.
It's not. Oh, it is your friend.
Yeah,
it is your friend.
my friend, but
too
it's
much your friend.
Yeah,
Bad influence.
Yeah, luckily though, like my hubby's pretty awesome. He's definitely a lot of help around his OCD is my friend when it comes to stuff like that, and
Exactly.
then he
Good
also
balance.
likes to cook and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a good balance. I think it's really important to be able to see that too. Because they say like-minded people attract each other from the same kind of team. So like I think that's why we're like, you're my people.
Totally.
But I think we'd be terrible married
Oh,
because
yeah.
we'd be just like, let's
We'd be
just
burning food left and right.
and we'd be coming out with these ideas and we'd never finish our thoughts.
Absolutely, yeah. And then we'd be talking all these deep conversations, just a puddle on the floor.
We'd just be crying all
There'd
the
be
time.
doom piles everywhere.
Oh my gosh, the doom files. This is too much.
Yeah.
And our poor kids, they'd be like, are we going to eat now? Or like,
Yeah. Pizza, sorry. I love you.
I love it. But they'd be really good entrepreneurs.
They'd be great. They'd be artists. I mean, that's what I mean. There's the other half of that dream where I'm like, I wish I could make home cooked meals every night, like from scratch.
And
like I admire that. That's
I do
hard work.
too.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the beauty of, and let me ask you some tools because this is also part of the question here is what are some of the tools that make things work? And I actually had a friend who just didn't understand the beauty of Instacart, didn't understand the beauty of using,
and groceries.
Yeah, and they were talking about another situation, and it came from a place of like not really getting that, like just go to the store. And in my, of course, my RSD, my rejection sensitive dysphoria, I'm like, don't tell friend about Instacart that I do it. I think those are the remedies to a very packed day. Sometimes if you can just order online, pick up at the curbside, that's what these things are for. That's 100%. Part of the modern motherhood.
Yeah, those are like the tools in your tool. But the amount of times that I've ordered birthday presents before birthday parties as I'm getting my kids ready and doing their hair, and then the birthday present shows up at the door and I'm like, thank God for Uber Eats. Save my day.
Thank God.
Because it just like saves us all so much dysregulation too. Like the panic of rushing through the Walmart. I wish that I was a week before prep mom, like we'll go get the present. That's not me. I don't think about it till like the day before. And sometimes if I can, but I honestly get so overwhelmed grocery shopping. I end up buying so many things I don't need.
Me too.
I'm like, oh, this looks fun. And then I've got a cart full of not necessities.
Oh, I'm the mom that has the carts that's like this big gigantic hill.
I'm not allowed to go to Costco by myself because there's too many fun things.
Me neither. Oh, I love that we're restricted equally. I love it.
We could go on a Costco day.
Yeah, we'll go on a Costco day. That's the thing with Costco though, but they do have it's okay. So let me tell you my little secret. So this is a locally reflective show, so I can talk about this is what I do. I Instacart Costco. I look at the price of the driver fee and all that. That to me is my piece. The finding the parking, having to navigate. Okay, so there's my Instacart. Yeah, but then when you go to Superstore, you go to Walmart, you go to other places where you can order online, just pick up the curbside. These are my little.
I like that. Yeah,
I don't really have a village.
Got a membership.
I don't have a village yet. I do have a wonderful village, but I have a wonderful village. They're not going to do my grocery shopping. They're not going to do my admin work. They're not going to do my social media. I have to. So my
I don't
time.
have a personal grocery shopper either.
Okay. Sorry. I'm pretending.
I wish I did.
I'm pretending that's the thing.
That's the dream.
But because you have someone who can respond to your emails and someone who can make decisions with you and do some of the editing for you, that relieves some of the time to be able to create and do that. But if I'm doing all the things, because in my head, I'm starting things. I feel like I'm just starting the dream right now. I'm so blessed to have this wonderful platform where I can have this podcast.
You're doing it.
And I'm working really hard, but then humbly, I have to kind of go, well, I'm going to pick and choose. I guess I'm not going to get the freshest vegetables. I'm going to have to, trust my Instacart, AKA my personal grocery shopper.
The delegation is real. I remember just even bringing Sarah on for emails, proofread every email and be like, does this sound like my voice? And really make sure that it's still part of me, because communication, just all those things. I still do all of my editing, but I do have somebody that calls now. We'll go from like 8,000 images and narrow it down to 1,000, just so it's like a little less overwhelming.
That's
it's so huge. Yeah, it saves my sanity for sure.
Yeah, that's what my
workload is too much.
My husband was telling me about that. He's an illustrator. There's the concept artist or the cleanup artist. That's a role, a person that just kind of like leads through the does the thing so that the creator can work on the final product. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. It took me a long time to get there, though. The delegation and letting go, and also, like you said, asking for help is.
Yeah.
Then when you do, you're like, oh, it was always meant to be like this.
Like it feels good.
Yeah, it does.
It feels good to have this and to entrust and to build that team too.
You got to find the right people for sure. Yeah. Like it took me until a couple of years ago till we started to build a team.
Learning to delegate, prioritizing, finding that team and
not feeling any guilt about it, because I would be like, I'm supposed to do all the things. Nobody's supposed to do that many things.
No.
It's too many things.
And you're giving permission. Our wonderful Esther, who is here today, she's my friend, a really dear friend. And I had told her, I kind of need a wifey today because Hubs usually comes, my husband usually comes, and he's the one who helps. But he doesn't fluff hair and he doesn't put the hairs down. No offense, George. I love you. But he covers all the other things. And I kind of took for granted how lucky I am to have my husband be able to do that. But he can't always do that. So then after I had to think about it, I'm like, who could I ask to just kind of be my support system? And when I had presented this to Esther, she had said yes before I even finished my sentence. But it was in my head, I was just like, I just need emotional support. I just don't want to do this by myself. It's nice to have. And it turns out like she just sewed a button on my pants. She was able to, and just seconds ago, she's like fixed my hair.
Yeah.
And I think that we should be okay with asking for help.
Totally.
And we often have a hard time with that. But then once we do, doesn't it feel great?
It brings us closer together. We're all just humans trying to do our best. And I think that hyper independence actually creates separation.
Does it ever?
Yeah. I'm not saying we need to be like codependent and be like, I need you to live. But
linking
also,
arms all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to bond. We can lean on each other, lifting each other up. As women, we can help each other achieve those goals by lifting each other up, even if it's just sewing buttons. Right?
Let me introduce to you the girl, the girl's girl, the ultimate girl's girl. You've always been like, you're like this online, you're like this in person. It's true. It really, we should figuratively link arms and literally link arms and say, hey, I'm going to lift you up today.
We're supposed to be like a tribe. Like
we're
supposed to be like, having each other's backs.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And in a world where there's just this feeling of imposter syndrome, I'm not good enough.
Always.
So do you ever have those moments?
Oh my gosh. Even with this interview, I was...
She's running the show. What are we talking about? Come on, please.
It took a lot of building, just talking to myself in my head and being like, you can do it. And then, of course, I get here. We're just hanging out as like two friends and you make it so easy and comfortable. The imposter syndrome is real. I've been telling myself we're going to create online courses for a year now. And I seem to find every reason is to be like, we're not quite ready. And then somebody will be like, what are you talking about? Like, you have so much information to give.
Do.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And so it's the ebb and flows, right? It's just the mental state of just getting yourself uncomfortable and then showing yourself you can do the hard things. I remember I held a workshop for photographers. I think I got like 2 hours of sleep because I was so nervous. And then I did it and it was incredible. I love this.
Incredibly fulfilling.
Yeah. And it just like relit a whole other fire for helping other people achieve their dreams and being that person that was in their shoes at one point. So
you are tapping into 18-year-old Nina. I wish I had this mentorship program, or you probably did throughout your career, of course, have people that inspired you.
Yeah, it was different then. I feel like now there's a lot more access to social media and stuff. There's so much ability to just go after what you're wanting and so much more connection in terms of entrepreneurs and being able to reach out and say, like, I'm just starting out. There wasn't that back then. So you kind of had to really just, figure it out and kind of go from there.
I love that too, is that we're using social media for good. And this is what I always want to teach my kids. Like, they call it the food groups of
I like that.
digital media. And as we use it to build our businesses so that we can protect again, I have a lot of guilt. Like, in the past, I shared so much more of my children. And then I realized.
I did too.
We all did. We tried it. We dabbled.
Yeah. Well, that was life. Motherhood was everything. We're just sharing our
I want to just share it.
Yeah.
But it gets to this point. I wonder what I'm trying to do. So what I did was I crossed over into, that's why we call it Sass and Smalls. My brand is actually Sass and Smalls. Yeah. And the reason why is because my life is about, I'm trying to get my sass back. How do I do that? But more importantly, I'm raising these smalls. I call them my little smallies, but like one's taller than me, but whatever.
Yeah.
We're still calling my smallie. And these smalls have inspired me to get another version of myself, a new Sass.
Absolutely.
And I think it's really important that we nurture that in front of our kids so they can see motherhood is not just about exhaustion and service and that. Well, yes, it's service, of course, and loving and all that stuff, but it's also about loving yourself too.
Yes.
And I want my kids, especially my daughter, well, both of them, but especially my daughter, to know it is okay.
Absolutely.
To love yourself enough to do your passion, follow your dreams, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But it's going to feel so good.
Totally. Yeah.
And that ability to be able to show that to your daughters. And I can't wait to show this episode to my kids.
Aww.
I can't wait.
Before I forget, you're talking about the getting your sass back. Have you ever heard the get your pink back, the flamingo term?
Yes.
Okay, when you said that,
Thank
it totally
you for
reminded
saying
me
that.
because that's exactly what it is. Flamingos are pink because of the shrimp that they eat, right?
Okay, that aspect I didn't know.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay, this is new. Okay, tell me about the shrimp.
Yeah, okay. So they get that pink glow from the type of shrimp that they eat.
Okay.
And when they have babies, they actually lose a lot of their pink. They dull their pink a bit because they end up giving a lot of the shrimp that they catch to their babies to help them thrive. So they give a lot of their glow to their babies when they're little, but then as they get older, they get their pink back.
Oh, they do get their pink
The
back.
mamas do get their pink back after, but they give a little bit of it for a short period of time to their babies so that their babies can thrive, and then they get it back. So when you said get my sass back, I immediately thought of that.
That's so funny. So just not too long ago, I'm a caregiver to my mom and my dad. And my mom had a really bad fall, and it comes full circle because it happened just as I was starting season 1. It kind of catapulted my theme of burnout last year because I had to kind of let go of my expectations of being a very, very present homeschooling mom.
Yes.
I had to let go. I literally had to walk away from my family for just a short amount of time.
I'm sorry.
To help take care of my mom. Yeah. She hated that too. She didn't want that for herself or for us. And when she recovered so quickly. It was just a miracle. I just couldn't believe it. I put a post up about I was just returning all her equipment that we rented, like so that she could, all the accommodations. We were returning it, and there was this beautiful audio about the pink flamingo caregiver.
Oh, okay.
Or mother, they lose their pink. And that's why you'll notice that it didn't even finish off. I just got part of the meme. So this is why I didn't know about the shrimp. So I'm so glad we understand where it comes from.
Fun fact.
But yeah, fun fact, shrimp
Yes.
equals pink. I wrote, my mom and I are both getting our pink back. Because we had to go through this temporary phase of giving. She had to surrender herself to me and allow me to physically, truly participate in caring for her.
Absolutely.
And I lost my pink. And I have pictures of myself in that era where I was so burnt out.
Yeah.
And it was no fault of anybody.
No.
I wish I knew back then that it was temporary.
Yes.
Because once I got to the point
When you're
of
in it feels like you're drowning, right?
Yeah, and I think that's how motherhood is and caregiving when it gets rough, especially with neurodivergence. And I love that you brought that. That's a really nice way to put everything together. It really is like we're just constantly trying to get our pink back, but then it's somehow there's a season where we lose our pink, and then you end up getting it back as you flourish. How do we flourish? In this case, you flourish by finding where you get your pink back yourself.
Totally. I like to think that it comes
Gorgeous.
back brighter.
It sure does.
Yeah, like I like to think that we think we're pink before, but then after we become mothers,
we are neon pink.
100%. We really get to see like all that we're capable of. Motherhood breaks us open and lets all the light shine in the places we didn't know we needed it. Like we just continually expand, and the hard is hard, but the good is so good. Like so worth every ounce of hard. So
I love hearing this. I think it's really important for us to remember that everything is temporary, and when we get through these seasons. I just went through a season. Hence the loss of voice. I'm just wanting to warn you there. I should have said that in the beginning.
You're killing it.
But so I'm going to ask you, after talking about all these wonderful things, I'm going to tell you, I went off script. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I had all these questions. I'm like, tell me about Vogue. And tell me about this. And well, actually, before we go there, you have to tell me. Okay, so we do have to revisit this thing. So you really were a teen that looked at this. And you're like, I want to be in Vogue or do something for Vogue, and then it just that must have felt so good, that full circle moment.
It was pretty crazy. I remember getting the email from them and saying, we want to feature your business. And I was like, I thought it was a scam at first. I was like, this isn't real. And then we looked into it and we're like, oh no, it actually is. Yeah.
They found you?
Yeah, they sent us an email, and it was cool. So we've had 3 issues that our business was featured in. One was a photo, and then the other 2 were like business features, like small. Yeah, but
incredible.
Just the fact, it was pretty cool. So
how was that moment to show to your girls, to your family, to be able to hear?
It was surreal. I mean, like I feel like it all feels surreal. I remember when we took home the BC Wedding Awards, walking across the stage. The whole time I walked across the stage, I was going like this, and then afterwards, I don't even remember what I said. Afterwards, I left, and I don't know if you do this as again, neurodivergent person. What's the next thing? And then you're like, forget to celebrate. And so like, I'm really trying to make a conscious effort of celebrating
moments.
the moments. I once dreamed of this. Let's not just rush past it. The next goal, let's sit with it.
It's crazy because you were very specific too, having these Vogue magazines. While you kept looking at it and then they found you. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was definitely one of those moments where you're like, whoa, this is what I used to dream of.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's incredible. So now I'm wondering if this is even a question I should ask at this point, but kind of answer that there. But if you were to bottle up a thought, emotion, sentiment, or moment that sums up motherhood for you, what would that be?
Oh,
Loaded question.
yeah, it's hard because motherhood for me is all of the little moments combined. Like, I don't think that there's like one moment that I could just pick because it's all, every single little moment has shaped who I am as a mom, right? Like, just like becoming a mom. I can't even talk about it without crying because it's the best thing that ever happened to me. But yeah, like I don't think I could sum it up because
ask how am I going? This is how dare I ask you?
I know. But yeah, like it's truly the best thing I ever did with my life. I don't think that there's any other purpose that I could have on this earth that would even come close, right? So yeah.
The love, and you can see it because you chose to find a way to bring your children into the heart of your business.
Aww.
That's probably why your business is fulfilling you, because there's really no separation if you think about it.
Yeah.
You know your why so clear.
Aww.
I love that. I love that you just rejected my question for one moment. Came up with millions of moments. I love it so much. I think that's important. You can have tons and tons of moments, put it all into one moment. And that's just, I just had my cousin here and we were talking about what's a moment. And I asked her like a moment. And then she said, it's not a moment. It's a feeling. And she said gratitude.
Oh, I love that.
So it really is gratitude.
That's perfect.
I feel like that goes for you as well. Yeah, it's gratitude.
Absolutely. Not a moment, but a feeling. I like
a feeling, an emotion. And like I see the gratitude in your eyes. Like you're just like, there's nothing more fulfilling for me than to.
Yeah, no, it's the coolest thing ever. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the luckiest person in the world to be their mom. Like they're pretty awesome. So.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's why we're doing the show. All right, so now we're going to do one last thing. It's called the fast round.
Okay.
Spill the sass because you're going to tell us nice and fast, quick answer, first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? Have we wiped our tears? Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. You got me there, girl. You got me there.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
One word. You already said this, but we'll say it again. One word to describe your parenting style right now.
Connected.
Connected. A creative parenting hack that saves your sanity.
Ooh, I would have to say the little activity bags that I put together. It's so random. Like we have like little sensory bags with like fun activities. Yeah.
You created it though.
Yeah. You just make little bins and things like that you just pull out and
You're my people. I'm telling you.
We're going to be best friends.
I love this. I love this. Okay. One thing you're okay to let go of as a parent.
Control.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like I could dive into that. But
that's a whole other podcast episode. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Connection over control for sure.
I think there's a lot. That's a contrast. I feel you too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's lots of control, even just within myself.
Yeah. Oh, totally. It's a safety thing. Like we want to control everything. The more that we try to control, the less room there is for connection.
Oh gosh.
Helping guide them feel like a much better approach. But I mean, yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. So letting go of control. Okay. You're on an island and a non-Victoria island.
Okay.
Scenario with your hubby, your kids, and let's throw some village in there, okay? You got some Sarah, you got some Taylor, you got some Rowena, you got your friends, you got Beck. Is it Becky? Bex. Yeah, we got to meet Bex. Very excited. You got all your team players there. Island's beautiful. Picturesque, actually. You can only bring one thing. Ooh. Okay. Do you bring in your go-to bag your most cherished and high-tech camera with the highest quality lens, or something else that would be more enjoyed by the majority?
Probably definitely not my camera.
And not
sounds
your
crazy.
Camera.
Yeah, if I was going to an island
and the show here. Stop it.
I love what I do. I really, really do. If I had an island where I was surviving in other ways, I don't think a camera would be my first pick. Just simply because, well, there's the approach of, okay, are we stranded? I need to know.
You're kind of stressed.
The logical part of my brain. I'm like,
let's go back to the previous question about letting go of control.
We'll start again. I'm like, wait, I need to know.
Okay, we got to tell details. Okay, you're stranded. You're stranded.
Yeah.
You're kind of stranded, but in a good way. It's picturesque. It's pretty.
Amazing.
You're stranded on a pretty island.
I love it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't bring my camera.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to push you to bring your camera because I'm like, it's pretty.
I know, but that's not going to help me survive.
Well, you're stranded. There is food available.
Okay,
let's just say there's food available. You're able to do it, but would you get something that you know that you can capture these memories with photos, or something that that your family can enjoy? It's not just the click of a button that you get to touch. It's something that they all can enjoy.
I would definitely pick something for my family.
Aww.
Yeah, no, like I said, I love what I do, and the whole memory aspect is amazing. But yeah, I feel like if I'm stuck on an island with the people I love, I want to be present and hang out with them and do fun things.
This is an easy question. What am I thinking? You love nature.
Yeah. That's why I was like trying to say, I'm like, I'm not going to bring my camera. And I'm like, that sounds like I hate my job. I really love my job. But if I'm like on an island,
you're on an island,
the last thing I'm bringing.
I should have put you in another place. Why did I think of an island?
I just want to like probably paddleboard.
Yeah.
Like that would probably be what I bring.
Yeah, that wasn't the best question.
No,
I should have like, you're like, make it harder. Okay.
I was like trying to think of how I was going to word that. I was like, I'm not bringing my camera. I was like, oh wait, that sounds like I hate my camera. I love my camera, but I also really love the islands.
Well, the beautiful thing is you can take the snapshot in your brain.
Yeah.
And we forget that.
Present, right?
Yeah, just being present. Yeah. That's part of the connected. So I just want to say thank you so much, Nina. I really admire you.
Thank you.
You are loved by many. You are loved by many in our community. And, it wasn't very easy to logistically make this time for us to be together. And you made it happen. And I'm really grateful because I think it's really important that the creatives, that we're surrounded by creatives all over this island, to let them see that it is possible to achieve those goals, those personal goals, while still loving your role as a mom. And I love that you are able to share actual facts about this.
Aww.
And the real, evolution of it. It wasn't always like this. It wasn't that easy. And you made choices to shift, to make the shift and to pivot. So I'm very grateful to you. Let me ask you a question though. Do you have any last words of wisdom for someone who is trying to be, who has it in them to be creative, wants to make it work, but they're just, I don't know. I feel like I have to decide between two worlds. Do you have any last words of wisdom that you can share?
Ooh. I would just say take the step. It doesn't even have to be a plunge. Just start with one step at a time. Like we all start somewhere. When I first started, I had a point and shoot camera. And if your heart loves it, like follow that. Like listen to that voice.
Listen to the voice.
Yeah.
That's a good way to.
Intuition's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that intuition doesn't need to be muted because you become a mom.
Totally. Yeah. And sometimes it whispers and sometimes it's loud. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, like if it's something that you love and something that you want to do, it will fall into place and you'll find a way to make it work. And it doesn't all have to happen at once. But if you just take the first step, and you deserve to do something that brings you joy. So
this is where the let it flow comes into I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much. Where can our viewers and listeners find you, Miss Nina?
Instagram's always a great place. Yeah, I find a lot of people find us through there. If I can remember it off the top of my head. So the name is Of Ocean and Earth Photography, but I think our handle is of ocean and earth photo. It's really long.
I love you. You're my people. This is too funny. You're so funny.
Like,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. That's too funny. I love it so much. I am so grateful to you for coming.
Thank you for
so
having
late.
me.
I'm very
honored.
grateful.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
You make it easy, and
Thank
you definitely are in your zone of genius. Like you can tell that this is where you're supposed to go. You have a way of making people feel comfortable, and just creating great conversation.
Great. I just surrendered all my Kleenex to Nina.
I'm sorry. I can't give it back. But yeah, it was great. It was great to get to know you. And
I'm
thank
glad
you for
you
having
did
me.
something. You did the hard thing. So thank you for that. That's very
Yeah.
inspiring. And I'm so grateful.
Me.
I'm grateful. Thank you. And for all you creative souls out there, that need to find your creative footing in this world while maintaining your wonderful, beautiful, rewarding role of parenthood. It's a gift to take that step.
Mhm.
It really is a gift. So, open that gift, right? Open that gift. You never know what you'll find. Really, we do see you. We hear you. We are here to encourage other creative moms to listen to that intuition. With that said, thank you for joining us here on Sass and Small Talk, because it takes a village to raise a child and a community to raise their parent. We'll see you on the next episode of Sass and Small Talk. Bye. Get out of my house. I love you.
I love you too. That was awesome. Oh, I could cry. Whoa, that was great.
I need to do hard things.
You made it easier. Oh my gosh.
I need my sass back.
Signing off. See ya, guys. Bye. Signing off. See ya. Bye.